Welcome to the JAB 9/11 podcast. I'm Burhan.
I'm the co-host Aiden.
I'm also the co-host, Justin.
Alright, so go ahead.
The September 11th attacks is one of the worst days in American history in terms of lives lost. 19 hijackers managed to bring down 3 planes, most notably into the 2 World Trade Center buildings in New York, another into the Pentagon, and another into the field in Pennsylvania. Nearly 6,000 were injured across the day, and almost 3,000 were killed.
Dude, okay. So the TSA was created because of these attacks. And after the attacks, the people were just so clearly able to realize that these airports did not have adequate security for anything. It was just not good at all. These people could walk in with blades up to 4 inches in length. They did not have to even show their IDs or their boarding passes before getting on these planes. And it was very easy to smuggle in these X-Acto knives and other things that the terrorists did use on 9/11. So the TSA was created to strengthen the security of the nation's transport system, while also ensuring the freedom of the people and commerce.
So one way the TSA reformed was now you have to take your shoes off when going through security. The reason for this was a terrorist named Reed Richards planted explosives in his shoes to hopefully blow up half of the plane. Unfortunately for him, he was caught.
This is day 2 of our in-the-field research, and today we're at the mall hoping to secure some interviews with possibly the Army recruiters to figure out how 9/11 impacted people joining, or maybe just people willing to, give us a minute of their day. And we'll see how it goes.
So at this point in the podcast, we were at the mall, but the Army recruiters weren't there, so we just went around until we found some random guy at Old Navy with his wife and child, and then we, bothered him.
All right, so we're here, and we're just going to ask a couple basic questions. So were you alive yet during the 9/11 attacks?
I was about 2 years old.
And being that young, could you really kind of detect the impact from it, or was it something you learned about later in life?
It was definitely something I did learn about later in life. I mean, I don't quite remember that young, but my family told me what I was doing during that time, so I learned about it as I grew up.
It's very good. Did it shape at all the way you kind of thought about, in a sense, like geopolitics, about the Middle East, or about Homeland Security, something like that?
I mean, yeah, but also just the way I was brought up and raised and the way I saw things throughout school and learning history. So, I mean, I don't know.
All right, I think that's all we got, so thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Ad break 1.
If you would like the chance to offer your services to your country and prevent any major terror attack from ever occurring again, please consider offering your talents and capabilities to the United States Army. We offer enlisted and officer programs that come with great benefits, retirements, and housing coverage. In order to better figure out how 9/11 attacks are affecting some travelers, we will be conducting interviews and filming inside the airport. This is the Some Travelers. The TSA has recently been implemented to keep you safe. Your taxpayer dollars are funding the safety of the airports. Remember to thank an agent today, as they will prevent any crisis like this from ever happening ever again. It is paramount that we maintain safety on the airlines. Hey, bro! Hey!
So at this point in the podcast, we had just finished those scenes outside, and we decided to move inside with the clothes that I was wearing. And by the time we got out and decided to take a little walk, we had a police officer come by and tell us that he got a call saying that, you know, people were uncomfortable with us being inside the airport. He said he didn't know whether or not it was because of the clothes I was wearing or not, but that was it. He didn't tell us to leave or anything, and he did not ask for our names or anything, and that was it.
The 2001 Patriot Act was passed as terrorist prevention. What this does was the federal government gave agencies unprecedented ability to tap phones, look at emails and calls, to possibly find out who's involved in terrorist activities and stop it before it happens. But it's very controversial because some people say that it gives the federal government too much control and access to somebody's personal lives. Also, later in 2002, explosive detection systems were deployed at airports across the country to prevent bombs from being on board.
So yeah, you know, after all 9/11 happened, you know, all these airplane reforms started to come about. And one of those things being like firearms on flights. You are not allowed, like as of right now and the beginning of 2002, you cannot have a firearm on the plane whatsoever at all. And then in 2006, liquids were banned because you can really mix anything inside of a shampoo bottle and dump it on someone in the plane, but you know, people don't want that to happen. You don't want to get burned with acid on a plane from a shampoo bottle, so they got rid of that. So now you can only have liquids like up to about 500 milliliters that are like generically branded, meaning just in a plastic bottle that has the brand name on it, and it has to be checked and thoroughly rectified and understood.
In 2008, they added canines to the security list. They added this so they could sniff for bombs or illegal substances or just anything that shouldn't be on a plane. And then later in 2009, they added the full body scanners after the quote-unquote underwear bomber incident happened.
Ad break 2.
Welcome to Applebee's Airlines. You should fly with us for so many reasons. Some of which being that we have the cleanest airlines, we have the finest seats, we have the best stewardesses, and of course, we will not run into any towers on the way to your destination. Please, come fly with us at Applebee's Airlines, the cheapest flight you can find.
Must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive. All right, you need another.
И применить сюда, я добавил.
Tuesday, 9:47 a.m.
Hi, baby. Baby, you have to listen to me carefully. I'm on a plane that's been hijacked. I'm on the plane. I'm calling from the plane. I want to tell you I love you. Please tell my children that I love them very much. And I'm so sorry, babe. I hope to be able to see your face again, baby. I love you. Bye.